Welcome to Natural Crops and Soil Hub, where we turn soil science into practical methods you can use today. If you have been gardening for more than 2 or 3 seasons, doing everything right and your crops still feel like they need more, the synthetic fertilizers that the mainstream industry has built its model around are actively dismantling the biological system that your soil depends on. Today, we are reversing that with something thick, sticky, cheap, and centuries old: raw, unsulfured blackstrap molasses applied as a deep root zone drench. Let me walk you through what is actually happening underground every time you apply a synthetic fertilizer, because nobody tells this part. Synthetic nitrogen fertilizers work by releasing soluble salt ions into the soil. At the root level, yes, the plant can absorb them, but the salt concentration creates a problem. Soil microorganisms maintain their internal water balance through a process called osmotic regulation. When you introduce high-salt fertilizer, that gradient reverses. Water moves outward through the cell membrane. The cell dehydrates and dies. A meta-analysis of 64 studies found that synthetic nitrogen fertilizer use reduced soil microbial biomass by an average of 15%. The plant becomes an addict. It cannot function without the next application, because the organisms that make nutrients functional have been eliminated. Blackstrap molasses is the third extraction, the most mineral-dense, the least processed, and the most biologically valuable for soil application. Fast metabolizing bacteria consume the glucose and fructose within 48 hours, producing an initial surge in microbial activity and organic acid output. Sulfured molasses contains sulfur dioxide, a biocide used to kill microorganisms. Applied to soil, it delivers that biocide directly to the root zone. The majority of the phosphorus in your soil right now, from every bag of fertilizer ever applied, is chemically locked in forms roots cannot absorb. Phosphate solubilizing bacteria produce organic acids that lower local pH and chemically dissolve the bonds holding phosphorus in its insoluble forms. The target concentration is 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsulfured blackstrap molasses per 4 to 5 liters of dechlorinated water. Use dechlorinated water. Municipal tap water contains chlorine, which is broad-spectrum biocidal, killing the beneficial organisms you are trying to feed. Stir for a full minute. A minute of vigorous stirring produces a uniform, honey-brown solution that pours and penetrates evenly. Apply in the late afternoon or early evening. This gives the solution the entire cool night to move downward through the soil profile. Get close to the soil surface and take a smell. You are looking for a specific earthy, rich aroma produced by geosmin. Press your fingers into the top 2 inches. Soil that was structureless will have begun forming small, stable aggregates, the crumb structure. Continue applications every 14 days through the active growing season. In autumn, a final application gives the food web a winter reserve. Your soil does not need more fertilizer. It needs a life that processes what it already has. Hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a comment below and tell me how many years your beds have been on synthetic fertilizers. I will see you in the next one.